And we're back for more HTML canvas. This time let us set up a click counter. At first we want to have a counter that increases every time we click on our canvas. To do that we first have to initialize it. Let me call that click count, set it to 0. And then I get an element by ID, store it in click counter. We have to create this, so I'm going to give it the same name here as our variable, but it is not the variable. Instead, we need to create it outside of our script. Let me put it below the canvas right here. I'll make it a paragraph, add a span element, and this gets the same ID. So this is actually the element that we're going to get and store in our click counter. You could say, I'll set it to 0 for now. Once we've done that, we need a function to update the click counter. And this should just increase the click count variable by 1 each time it is called. And we also need to translate the content. So it's numerical for now, and we want to display it as text. Therefore we need our click counter.text content equals the click count variable right here. Finally, we need an event listener for our canvas. It should execute the update click counter function on click. So we need click. Let me check the brackets. This should be fine. And inside we simply call the update click counter. So every time we click, this will be called, which increases the click count by 1. And the click count is translated to text content, and this is then, you could say, given to our span element that has the ID click count, and therefore it works. And this is something that comes in handy when you create games using HTML canvas. So it is necessary to understand. We can also create a button for this. So if we don't want this click count to increase when we click on the canvas, but on a button, it works the same way. We'll just have to change a couple of things here. At first I'll add a button, ID click button. We can keep our canvas, obviously. We don't have to change anything about the initialization. Function is also fine, we can keep that. We only have to change the event listener. It was set up for the canvas, but now we want it for the button. So we need to change something here, and we need to add a click button variable first, because we want to get our ID. So the button has the ID click button. We'll use that ID to get the button. And here we don't need the canvas, we use the click button, and everything else stays. And if I now click on this button, the click counter increases. So once again, this is necessary to understand. We might need it for future game development using HTML Canvas, but it's actually pretty easy to do. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.